We had the privilege of visiting Hunter Trim and Cabinets down in Fort Worth, Texas. They've been on a 10-year lean journey, and take a look at the amazing things that they have done. One of the first things that we noticed when we got on site is they were doing their daily morning chores, so to say. This was the standard operating procedures, the standard of how the work was supposed to be done and who is responsible for what. It was the break rooms and the bathrooms, and it was amazing to see everyone work together, and within 5 to 10 minutes they had everything reset for the day and ready to go. The team members cleaned the bathrooms as well. This is the same bathroom that the office used. That door leads into the office, and so I asked him, why do you as team members clean the bathrooms instead of using a janitor? Listen to what he had to say.
Couple reasons. We want to have respect for everybody. We want everybody to respect each other. And if they have to clean that up, we're less likely to take a leak on the floor, leave the toilet paper on the floor, right? So everybody shares in that duty. And that's where it starts, I think. If we can't do that right, then how the heck are we going to do anything else right? So it's a simple thing that we can all relate with. We all use that facility. It's just taking it down to the bottom level and starting there. So what this is, Kanban, literal translation for, it's a Japanese word, it's a signal. That's it. That's what it stands for. But what this is when this gets to a certain level, they pull the card, okay? What this is a reorder card. That's it. Just a signal. This will go into a bin. And this tells me everything. It tells me what it is, where it comes from, where it's stored, what this rack, bin, everything. Who to call, phone number, that's our salesman. How many sheets are supposed to be in there. You see some that are missing. That means this is being ordered, okay?
Yeah, so you know it's on order. If it's gone, then you know someone's ordering it. Such a large company, doing so many jobs a week, managing all the inventory with Kanban cards. No computer system, just these little square cards that sends a signal when it's time to reorder. Amazing. Super simple.
Everything's put back where it needs to go. We didn't do anything special for you guys coming in here today. This is just a normal morning. Everything's color coded. You'll see everything's labeled in red.
So much visual controls everywhere. All the tools are color coded to the work cell that they belong to, and just the standard operating procedures at each cell, the basic instructions, and the standard that is expected. So if you're a new employee, you learn pretty quick because you have all these answers to the questions you may have.
This stuff all works down the line. So you can see this one here. This frame hadn't been put on yet. We've got these cool tables. We made these tables. They're air. So there's a valve on that other side that comes up and lets that cabinet spin. When we do everything in the same order, there's some timing involved to make sure everything gets here. We release things to our sub-assembly stuff the day before. And they stay about 5 to 10 cabinets ahead. If both carts are full, they have to stop. We can't keep overproducing. Same thing here.
Okay, so that's your space budgeting, right?
Yeah, that's our buffer. Right? So this is full. I'm not sure what he'll be doing this morning, but he shouldn't be building drawers. Once one cart's empty, he comes back.
You're making your batches as small as possible.
Yeah.
And
these aren't batch. He's still one piece flow in these. They're in sequential order. You can see.
So every morning, the team members, they get half an hour for improvement time. They spend this time making small adjustments and improvements and fixing what bugs them. So I went over and asked one of their employees what they were doing. His name was Bo, and he was sharing with us what his improvement was for the day. I'm just curious, what you're working on over here today? What kind of improvement are you working on?
We are changing. We had to change it out.
Okay.
All the way through.
So just a little bit of maintenance over here?
Just a little bit of maintenance. Once I get all this done, and we've got it back in there, the new one.
And then I asked this team member what some of his favorite improvements were during this half-hour daily improvement time, and just watch the expression on his face, the smile that he has, because when you have the atmosphere where you can make improvements to make your job easier and you can come up with them yourself and implement them, there's great pride that it brings to your work that you do. So watch his smile. Do you have an example of one of your favorite improvements that you've made over time?
There's several.
That you...
Roy, or that you can tell us about?
We put this in here
Okay.
to where we could have both screws in here at the same time, and then we added this. This shelf right here pulls out, and you've got your standard mount screws and your under mount, and they're divided right there.
Yeah,
So that way you don't have to go up front. So when you run low, you got it right here.
Exceder las expectativas de todos nuestros clientes interiores y exteriores y hacer gabinetes de calidad en el tiempo más corto y reducir todos los procedimientos que hacemos hasta el 50% todos los días.
Sort, set and order, sweep, standardize, and sustain.
Do what's right, do your best, continuously improve, exceed expectations, and keep perspective.
Dustin, the owner, said they had almost zero turnover. People, they enjoy working there. This gentleman over here had been there over 10 years, and he said he had witnessed the lean transformation, how they used to do things and how things were now. At first, he was skeptical of it, and he didn't like it because it was a lot of changes, but now he said he really liked it, and it had benefited him at work and in his personal life. Dustin said a profound thing that I will take with me. He says, "We do the simple things at a very high level consistently."